Hi Virgo, welcome to Astrology Bliss. My name is Bliss and I am going to be doing your October tarot reading. I am trying to enjoy the lovely Manhattan weather and pretend this nice breeze has like one tree around, like in it, but as I hear trucks passing by, there's a large chance I'm eventually going to have to close my window. Anyway, so I hopefully, wow, I can't talk right now. I hope you guys have been doing well since the last reading, or, in general. I always hope that people are doing well. So it was just your month, and, there's still a lot of planets in Virgo. Let's see, we have Venus and Mars in Virgo right now, so I think Virgos are feeling especially beautiful and attractive right now. Venus is how we love, and it's our aesthetic, it's how we see beauty, how we see luxury. It's, Venus is, what do we think is pretty? And with it being in our sign, especially if you're Virgo rising, I'm a Virgo rising, it's in our first house of external self. So, maybe even making some adjustments to your external self, or maybe you've been, hang on, I feel like this is just a card to look at later, but I think that's the one we want there. So maybe you've been making some changes to the way you dress or your hair or something, but maybe you've just been feeling a little more sparkly. I don't know. So Jupiter just moved out of Libra, where it has been for about a year, and it moved into Scorpio. So if you know your natal chart and you know your rising sign, look for where Scorpio is in your chart, because that is the area of your life that's getting an expansion this year. Me, for example, it's in my third house of communication. And also for at least my generation, which is a lot of people, Jupiter is going to be making a conjunction with Pluto. So I need to look a little more into what that's going to look like, but it should be interesting. Yeah. So, Virgo, what has been going on with you guys? Yes, I think that one's to go there, and this one's to go here. So, Virgos have not had the easiest summer. September, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my God, September is great, because, listen, just because it's your birth month doesn't mean everything's perfect, and I wish it was, and I was hoping that's what was going to happen, but September was rough as well. Then again, it's life. Life in general is pretty rough, but I feel like September, you guys were just very on top of getting together whatever it was that you needed to. What felt like, you think of this summer like the Titanic. It's like, what did you need to clean up afterwards? September was maybe about getting your finances in order, calming yourself down if you were dealing with an emotional situation. What else? Just taking care of daily responsibilities. Virgo in a natural natal chart, Virgo would be the 6th house and Aries would be the 1st. So not everybody has that type of natal chart. I only know a few people who do personally, on a close level. But in that type of chart, Virgo rules the 6th house, which is daily tasks, responsibilities, daily life, health. So maybe you're working on your health a little bit too, Again, if you had an emotional summer, it's like maybe health wasn't your first priority. Maybe it was kind of something in the back of your head that you were also freaking out about because you were Virgo, and, you know, but it was just one more thing that you had to take care of, and maybe it got pushed back a little. So September is probably a lot more of that too. I think a main theme that a lot of Virgos were facing was getting yourself back together after this really intense emotional period. Most likely with a relationship. A lot of Virgos went through breakups or were trying to get over a breakup. Last month there was a full moon in Pisces, which is the sign on the opposite side of an axis to Pisces. So it's like you have this full moon, this full moon energy, which is a culmination of something big, especially when it's in Pisces. You know, in a natural chart, Pisces rules the 12th house. So that can be the house of our unconscious drives, you know, the house of our undoing, if you want to call it that, which I don't. And if it was conjunct a major planet, like that full moon was conjunct with my moon in my 7th house, and that was a mess. Yeah, so, you know, Virgo, you've been dealing with a lot, but, you know, just keep in mind that this isn't the universe just being like, hey, let's mess with Virgo. This is the universe being like, all right, Virgo needs to wake up more. Virgo needs to transform. And Virgo, we have some important stuff we need you to do. So we got to make you do this first so you can get to this level. You're only here right now, so we need you to get up here. So unfortunately, to get here, we got to... And now we're kind of at this ascending level right now. So let's see how October is looking. Okay, so the current situation is the 5 of Cups. Okay, fair enough. And what's challenging you is the Queen of Cups. So I just got this deck a few days ago, and I love it. It's Crystal Visions Tarot. It's really pretty. So this 5 of Cups energy, okay, so, you know, you would see, like, a Disney movie, right? You'd see, like, the princesses, and it's like, they would just, like, look so pretty when they were upset, just kind of like, you know, like, just, but managing to still look so pretty, and it's like, they know they're pretty, and it's like, can't believe somebody would leave me, and it's like, this is the exact energy I'm getting from this. So, yes, it's sadness over a loss, but this is a new deck, so I'm still learning all the pictures. So, you know, in this deck, it's a little different than the Rider-Waite deck. So if you look in the water there, it's like she dropped the cups in the water, right? But the Suit of Cups, you know, okay, so emotional fulfillment is represented by a cup that is full of water. So these cups have fallen, and in this time that they're fallen, they're, you know, if you look at them, they're actually filling back up with water. So this time of sadness and loss, it's recharging. You know, it's refilling up your cups so you can, you know, move on and get back to your loving self, which is this Queen of Cups energy. I love the Queen of Cups. She looks kind of mad in this deck. She doesn't necessarily look mad. She just looks like someone who... She looks like a strong, intense woman, but still delicate, you know? I think... Yeah, like if you look... Okay, look at these two women. This energy, she's very delicate. She's very gentle. You know, she hasn't regained her strength yet. In this card, it's like, try me. But still loving and gentle. You know, so I think you're kind of just getting back to your Queen of Cups energy, and that's great, because the Queen of Cups is a wonderful energy to be in. So A lot of people think of Virgo as a water sign just because it's an earth sign, but a lot of people associate it with water because, one, it is opposite to Pisces, and two, because Virgo's a weird sign. Like, it's cool because it acts kind of like an earth sign because it's ruled by, acts kind of like an air sign because it's ruled by Mercury. And so is Gemini. And then it also kind of acts like a water sign because it's all about service to others and what can I do for others and how can I help others, which I think that's a very water sign trait. So, yeah, it's like, you know, Virgos, at heart, you care a lot about other people and other living creatures, and, you know, you have the benefit where you are also a very stable sign. You're able to take care of all these details and communicate really well, but also care. Not a lot of signs can do that. No offense, other signs. You guys are great in your own ways. This is Virgos. So, okay, so in the past, you have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So, yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles in this deck is cool looking. It's this girl, right? She's sitting with her awesome tiger. And I love cats. So, you know, if I was hanging out with a tiger, it would be a pretty awesome day, I feel. That day hasn't happened yet, but one day. And, so yeah, usually the Nine of Pentacles reversed talks about a time of, or the Nine of Pentacles upright talks about being independent. You know, you can be abundant and provide for yourself, and, you know, you don't need anybody, and you're okay being alone. And what I'm getting from this, it could be two things. Okay, I mean, it could be multiple things, but what I'm getting is either maybe in the past you went through a breakup and you went through a period of time where you felt like you couldn't function by yourself. Like, you're so used to being with this person in this partnership, and it was kind of a time where it's like, I can't do this by myself. I need another person. I need someone to support me. Like, I can't do this. Or it could be because the Nine of Pentacles reversed is, you know, upright is the card of being single. So reversed, it's like the card of not being single. Not necessarily being coupled, but not being single. But I'm really getting it was just this feeling that you had for yourself that you couldn't do it on your own. And, you know, I think things that September threw at you, it's kind of telling you, like, you can. And, you know, the more you fought that, the harder the lessons were going to be to show you, like, you can, you know, and here you are today, alive and well and watching this video. So, good. Okay, so what is the unconscious drive for this reading? We have the Justice card. Yeah, so in this deck, it is a woman, and she has this pointy sword. It's really shiny because, you know, women are generally better at cleaning than men. I'm not, personally. But clearly she is, because I feel like if it was a man, I'm not sexist at all. I am feminist when I choose to be. I am going to stop talking. Anyway, so the Justice card as an unconscious drive. So, you know, in a relationship situation or an emotional situation or a situation where you just felt like you got the short end of the stick, how you're feeling right now is like you're kind of waiting for karma to take care of things. It's like, okay, I got fucked over. Where is it? Where's the karma? Can I see it? It'll make me feel better. And, you know, it's upright. So I think that karma is coming. And here's the thing. Don't wish ill on other people, because you will not get positivity back. You will get negative karma back. So don't wish ill on anybody else. just trust that whatever did happen to you, it happened for a reason. And, you know, however the universal scales need to balance out, they will. Your part is done. Okay? Just kick back, relax. The scales will balance out. Or you could also be thinking about a Libra right now. This Libra would be a very balanced person because they're upright. And Libras are some of the most wonderful people when they're balanced. No, like I would say like 90% of my friends are Libras or Libra risings or, yes. They're just very fun, charming, socially gracious people. And, you know, my son is Pisces Aries, and I need that Libra energy to balance me out. Just like sometimes they need that extra push to go for the things they want to, or stop being so analytical and feel your feelings. It's okay, you know? So, balance. At the top of your reading, it's crowning you. It's the Nine of Swords. Okay. So, whatever... Wait, I'm getting the feeling of waiting. Okay? And as you're waiting, you're worrying, you're anxious, you're like, you know, this is not a comfortable, you know, feeling to be in. So in this deck, it's like you have this beautiful girl wearing red. You have this one crow or raven who's at the bottom. I don't know what he's thinking of doing that with that sword, but he's kind of like, you know, so I don't exactly know what he's planning. Something. And then if this is a group of crows is called a murder. But I do think it's ravens. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, you know, it's like ravens can actually represent synchronicities. So, you know, oh, I got weird chills when I said that. Yes. So, they can represent the need to look out for synchronicities. And if you're waiting for a sign, since you're waiting, you're up all night, something's just eating away at you, maybe you're waiting for this, you know, just observe your environment. You know, are you noticing the same number is like the most common synchronicity that I can think of, that people start noticing. You're noticing the same number. Are you noticing the same smell? Do you keep noticing oranges everywhere? I don't know, but like keep an eye out for that. And yeah, it's like in this picture, this girl looks like she's trying to get sleep. She's trying to get a good night's sleep, but she's sleeping on a rock, and there's all these swords around her with like these ravens who are not quiet. They're kind of like, you know. So that's all this energy that, like, she's not getting restful sleep. So you need to get yourself out of this energy, okay? Virgos, I know you don't want to be looking ugly the next morning. I know you all love your beauty sleep, so... All right. Sorry, I know. When I did the Pisces reading, I'm mostly Pisces, and it's like tarot cards just never cease to amaze me. It's like, I know, yeah, and I know a lot of Virgos have been going through the same situation I have, but in your near future, we have the Temperance card reversed. So, Temperance can represent the sign of Sagittarius if you are dealing with one of those. Temperance is also, it's major arcana, and it represents balance. So both these cards together are about balance. They're about moderation. But whether you're dealing with a Sagittarius or not, there is a need to balance yourself out. And are you needing to balance yourself out by waiting for this karma or what? But the thing is, I've been dealing with my situation for months, and I'm kind of sitting here. I have been sitting here like, why isn't it done yet? And you know why? Because this whole time I've been waiting for something external to balance me back out, when it can't do that. You are the only one who can balance yourself back out. So if you are waiting for this person to come back, hoping that, oh, maybe they're going to balance me out, I want you to think about, why did it end the last time? Do you want this person to come back? And if they do, are you going to be balanced? You know, and if they are your answer to balance, then I don't think you should go towards them, because you need to understand that you are your answer to balance. And I don't think you can really be in any kind of healthy relationship until you not only know that and understand that, but you feel it and you do it. In your advice card, you have the 9 of Wands reversed. So the 9 of Wands reversed is this feeling, or the 9 of Wands upright in the typical Rider-Waite deck is this feeling of like constantly kind of looking over your shoulder. If you see the guy in the card, he has bandages over his head. He's like holding onto his wands. He looks beat up, like he's on his last leg, and he's just like kind of looking around him like, oh God, is it coming? What's happening? When is it going to get here? And when it's in the reverse, generally it's a need to come out of that energy. You know, maybe you live close to this person and you go to the same places as them, and you can't fully enjoy yourself because you're constantly worrying, oh my God, am I going to bump into this person? Yeah, it's like, that's a really crappy way to live. You know, it's like if this person walked out or you walked out on them, there's a reason for it. And you know, you need to move out of that energy and stop worrying about it and stop letting it rule your life, because you need to live your life. And what I like about this card a lot in this deck is like, this isn't a woman who, it's my cat, he wants to come in. Hey. Hi, kitty. Hi. Okay. So, yes, this is a woman who, you know, she looks like she could kick your ass, okay? She kicked my ass. But so kicked my white fluffy kitten. But, yeah, you know, she's standing around her. These are not wands that are like, you know, falling apart. These wands are torches. There's fire on them. She's sitting on like a little, you know, hill with a lion. She's sitting with a, ooh. What are you doing? Hi. My white fluffy cat likes to sleep in my fireplace. He does it for revenge, I swear. But anyway, so yeah, she's sitting up there with her fucking lion, and you know, it could be, when it's saying like reverse, like maybe it's get out of that mindset and return to this. Be that woman who it's like, even if you know in the back of your head, you might be a little vigilant of, oh my God, don't. Carl. Sorry. Put a glass of water in like his spot, and he was just like ready to like throw it off, and I was like, don't. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I think it's saying return to this wonderful Empress goddess warrior type energy, and like stop worrying about this person that doesn't deserve to be worried about anymore, okay? In your external environment, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So someone's working really hard at something. So, you know, Virgo, you've had a lot of job stuff going on lately. You've had some money issues. You've had some issues finding work. And then you've had some stuff come in for you. And, you know, I think as your energy is getting less scattered, you are able to collect yourself more and really just, you know, throw yourself into your work. But in this deck, it's like, this doesn't look like this taxing, horrible corporate work where this woman is up like all hours of the night and she's waking up at 6 in the morning and she's miserable and she's going to this building full of horrible people and you know, she's pretty happy. She's like weaving and ugh. Huh? He's like, no. Anyway, this is Carl. Okay. But yeah, she's weaving and she, you know, it's sunny, there's a tree. She looks very content. So I really think whatever work you're doing, you're enjoying, finally. Good. Keep moving in that direction. So, what you're hoping for and what you're fearing. What you're hoping for is the Six of Wands. You want to be noticed. Okay? You know, maybe this person just stopped talking. Maybe this person cut you off. And maybe you're still standing there like, hey, I've worked my ass off. I look great. Why can't you see how great I am? You know, and this is not in a narcissistic way. It's just like, why can't you see me? This could also mean being recognized for your work, and that's totally understandable. You've been working at something you love, and, you know, you want to be noticed for it. You want recognition. No. And what you're fearing is the Three of Cups reversed. So, if this is still speaking, about that relationship, this is my go-to cheating card usually. I mean, the three women in this card look a lot more peaceful and, you know, down to earth that they do in the typical Rider-Waite deck. You know, they look like they care about each other, and they look like they're not just getting fucked up and partying and blah, you know, they look like they actually care about each other. So if you're worried about this, it's like, I'm kind of feeling like you're worrying that maybe the people around you that you trust right now, whether it's in regards to career or work or something, career or work, same thing, whether it's in regards to career or love or friendship, I just feel like part of you is wondering, like, can I trust these people, this person? Because, I mean, you've been really hurt in the past, but you can't hold on to this inability to trust, or your life is just, your quality of life won't be as good. And I'm saying this to myself too, because I'm in the same spot and I'm doing the same thing. You gotta learn to trust. You won't be happy. You just have to know who to give your trust to. And in the outcome position, we have the High Priestess. So, either you are a very... Get my narcissistic cat in the background staring at himself in the mirror. Sorry. Oh, I love him. Hi. Okay, anyway, so either you are a very intuitive person, you're very in tune with your intuition, and whatever situation comes up, you're going to listen to it. It's in the upright. So, you know, whatever this outcome is, I think it's very, very important for you to tune in Shut out all the external noise. Shut out your logical mind. Shut out your heart. Just listen to your intuition. What is it saying? Your intuition is coming from your higher power. It's coming from, you know, the divine, white light, guidance, your spirit guides. And that's the energy that you need to listen to, because that's what's going to fuel you through this. It could also be that, you know, a Pisces or a Cancer with like major significance walks into your life as well. Whether it's romantic or not. I didn't really get that vibe from that card, but maybe. And then I pulled these two random cards and I kind of just put them to the side. Okay, so this one is the Moon. Okay, so with the High Priestess and the Moon, be careful that with whatever you're going towards, is there a secret you don't know? Is there some information that's being withheld from you? Is there a deception that, you know, you don't know, obviously. And use your intuition. You know, does something feel off? Because if it feels off, it probably is. The Moon also speaks of Pisces or Cancer. Yeah, but watch out for that. And then the first card I decided to put to the side is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. He looks totally enchanting in this card. I would marry this guy. First of all, he has a horse, so done deal. Second, like, look at him coming through those like willow trees, and he has this like cute little star scepter, and you know, he just looks so nice and charming, and it's like, oh, hi. And as the Knight of Pentacles, he's usually offering something stable. So this could be a job offer. This really could be a job offer coming in for you, but maybe there's some stuff you need to find out about it first. Or it could be Prince Charming, who did not speed over here on his horse because he's not the Knight of Wands. But he, you know, he and his horse took some time to chill out for a bit, map out the best route to get to you, avoid traffic in the forest, make sure his horse was, you know, well rested enough, and then they took the scenic but efficient route to get to you. And now they are coming along. So just make sure before you accept this offer, whether it's love or whether it's a job or something else, just make sure you have all the information and you're listening to your gut the entire time. Do not let his sparkly armor and horse distract you. So, yeah, that is it for this month. Or, I don't know, unless I decide to do another reading, which I might later in the month. Either way, Virgo, this is not a bad reading at all. I really think it's a very positive energy, and it speaks towards things are happening. You know, if you've been in a period of stagnation where you're kind of like, oh, you know, when are things going to start happening? Like, it's about to happen. Okay? So whatever low, sad energies you're feeling right now, they're going to go away if you let them. Yes, they will go away. You can open yourself up to receive these new things. And I think in the end you guys will be happy. Please, 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 could you like, if you like the video, share, subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. And I will see you guys soon. Be sure to check out your moon and rising signs as well, if this was your sun sign. I'm not going to say check out your Venus sign because I feel like that gets a little bit too all over the place. If you want a private reading, I am first and foremost an astrologer. I can do very intense natal chart readings. We could do it around career. We can do it around love. I can do readings for you and a partner as well. I can do synastry, which is how each partner affects each other in the relationship. I can do a composite chart, which talks about, you know, the personality of a relationship as if it was its own person. And then I can do a chart that will show me and you the karmic reasons a couple comes together and what you two are going to learn from each other and what you two might need to be aware of about each other to make this relationship work better. If you're interested, feel free to message me. I would love to do a reading. Yeah, so it was great talking to you guys. I will see you soon. Have a great month, Virgo. Bye.